Let's look at the slicing in more detail. What neat things we can do with slicing. So as was pointed out, to get some certain part of the string, we can use slicing. For example, let's take the first 3 elements of the string. We can leave out the start position or the 0, and the 3 is not included. So we take everything up to 3, not including the 3 itself, the position of 3. And if we write it out there, we can see that this takes the first 3 elements. One thing we might want to do is that, for example, in different scenarios, for example, we would like to know, for example, what's the element or the symbol in the 6th position or at the index 6. So if you just write it so, we would get an error. So it says that the index is out of range. It makes sense because there is no, the string ends before the position 6. And of course, what we can do is that we can write a condition for that. For example, if let's say the 6 is not just 6, it's just position. There is a variable position, and we would like to take this position. For example, we ask the user what position he or she would like to get, and if we just trust the user, then of course everything would work. But if the user enters 6, we will get an error. And to kind of get over it, we can just write if the position is less than length of the string. So as was said, the length of the string is 5. So everything which is smaller than 5 is kind of okay. So and if it's so, we can do that. But one thing to know about slicing is that however you do slicing, the slicing doesn't give you an error. For example, we can do so that I will take a slice from 6 to 10. There is no 6th element. There is, of course, no element at index 10 and so on. If I do that, I will just get an empty string, which is, in some cases, it's really convenient. So, and to get one position or one element, I can do so that I will take position and position plus 1. So as was pointed out, if I have this as position and I have this as position plus 1, then slicing takes everything starting from this, and the end index is not included, so it ends before the position plus 1. So I basically get one element. It's kind of the same as to take element using just this one position. But the difference is that in that case, even if this position is outside of the string, we don't get an error. We just get an empty string. But if the position is kind of normal inside the string, for example 2, I will get this L. So this is one thing to remember, that if, for example, you might go out of the string for whatever reason, you might want to use slicing because this is more convenient in some cases.